Welcome to our daily post. Let's explore James 4. The chapter addresses the root causes of spiritual conflict, pride, and worldly attachments that hinder our walk with God. The chapter begins with a stark warning about quarrels and fights among believers, which stem from selfish desires battling within us. James warns that these desires lead to coveting, envy, and ultimately spiritual death if left unchecked. He emphasizes that friendship with the world is enmity with God, urging believers to submit themselves to God instead of resisting his authority. James calls for humility, encouraging believers to draw near to God, cleanse their hands, and purify their hearts, rejecting double-mindedness and selfish ambitions. James highlights the importance of humility in our relationships, warning that God opposes the proud but gives grace to the humble. He challenges believers to humble themselves before the Lord, trusting that he will lift them up. The chapter concludes with a call to avoid speaking badly about others, judging one another, and making plans without considering God's will. Instead, believers are encouraged to submit their plans to God's sovereignty, recognizing that life is fleeting and that true wisdom comes from humility and dependence on God. Throughout James 4, the focus is on surrendering pride, worldly attachments, and selfish motives, replacing them with humility, submission to God's will, and a heart fully devoted to Him. Discussion questions. James 4 warns against quarrels and fights that come from selfish desires. How can we identify and overcome these desires in our own lives? The chapter emphasizes humility and drawing near to God. What are practical ways to cultivate humility and deepen our relationship with Him? James warns about making plans without considering God's will. How can we intentionally seek God's guidance in our daily decisions and future plans? The chapter speaks about resisting pride and submitting to God. What are some signs of pride in our hearts, and how can we actively practice humility? Please read James 4 in full and spend time reflecting on these questions. Share your insights, prayer requests, or personal experiences in the comments below. For personalized guidance or questions about your faith journey, visit Graham Chat on the lower right corner of the home page of divinestreamradio.com. Graham Chat is here to listen and provide biblically grounded answers to help deepen your walk with Christ.